All right, says we're going live, so we're gonna roll with it. How's it going, everybody? Hope y'all are having a awesome Monday evening, wherever you may be. Austin here with the Fantastic Freaks, live here in my fish room. Always love coming on here. It's been a little while too since I've gone live. Been about a month, probably roughly. Hope everyone's relaxing now, getting a chance to kick back. Call it a day here after another manic Monday, as everyone calls it. And see that we got some people coming in here already. 8 likes, 7 people currently in the chat. Welcome every single one of you. This first and foremost is the first live stream I'm doing since eclipsing the 300 mark in terms of subscribers. And just want to give a quick thank you to every single one of you that have watched any of my videos. Even if you only watched one of them and didn't watch the whole thing, it means a lot just to have people come on and check out my content and have a whole bunch of people that share the same passion as I do. It means way more than I could ever put into words. It is really awesome. The fish folk on YouTube, Lord knows there's a lot of us on here. But glad that you guys that are on board right now have chosen to make me a part of them. Let's see, got a couple of things here in the chat already. Acer Green says hello, hello. Welcome, Acer. Always good to see you. Cyber, good to see that you're going live again. Enjoy your streams. Yeah, like I say, it's been a little while since I've done a stream, about a month roughly. But yeah, decided to get on board since I haven't gotten a lot of videos out lately, which I'll explain a little bit of that why. Jessica, woot woot. Yeah, I'm excited to get across 300, you know. Still striving for that 1,000. A little ways away, but you know, got to keep going. And so far, the support system that's on this channel here has been nothing short of awesome. Peplin Creeks at keep on rocking, brother. Hey, absolutely, we're not done here yet. All sorts of ideas. Got some plenty of fish stores. I mean, here living close by the Omaha area, lots of fish stores here in Omaha that are high quality service and lots of awesome unique fish. And definitely going to have to do videos at least on one of them here in the near future. One of them actually just relocated, so I might do a video on that one specifically. But in the Omaha metro area, we have 4 great stores at the time being. Lots of great stores here. Codyson, I see, just has joined. Hello, y'all. Welcome, Codyson. Glad to have you, sir. Or man, I guess I shouldn't assume that. Don't want to get in trouble, do we? But either way, glad to see that we got people here in the chat. 10 people watching. Welcome every single one of you. Hope everyone, like I say, has had you guys have had a fantastic Monday. As I know, mine are always a little crazy. I always enjoy coming home and just winding down, sitting here in the fish room, which, as you might see here, got a chair here in the fish room, which makes it even more comfortable and entices me to stay even longer in here occasionally. First, okay, Peplin talking to person there, but yeah, as I said, thinking about maybe doing a fish store video again soon. Seems like when I went to Atlantic, you guys thought that was kind of cool, so definitely gonna have to go to show you one of the amazing, awesome fish stores that we have here nearby in Omaha, Nebraska. As I said, 4 of them I can name right off the top of my head, and that's not including Petco's or PetSmart. We have some awesome fish keepers here in the Midwest, especially in the Omaha and not too far away from Des Moines either. Got a couple of stores over there that might have to look into later. Randy, nice watching you as long as I could. Now I'm driving. Oh yeah, I'm glad you could check in on the stream, but don't watch videos when you drive though. Definitely don't want to be responsible of a wreck. Just because saying bye to Rand. Okay, but yeah, also got some new things here going on in the fish room, including the tank here right behind me. I'll show you the goldfish tank here, or the big 125 here. Got some fake plants in here. I've tried to do real plants in here a couple times. Goldfish just always mow the plants down like no tomorrow. Surprised they haven't tried to nibble on these a little bit. I'm sure they would find out quickly that they're fake and then not eat them. Pretty sure silk and plastic doesn't taste very good. But I got another fish in there, two now to join the goldies and the dojo loaches, which you all probably saw in there quite clearly. Otherwise, got another fish in there. Gonna have to show you that soon. Don't want to show you too much of the new stuff because I'm gonna release a video soon. That'll what's the word? I'll show off some of the updates I've done here in the fish room as lots gone on here in the past couple weeks. More and more people here. Here, Larry D's Tanks, welcome. Eplin and Acer and that's all sorts of people in the chat. Love seeing that. Love seeing that. And so yeah, obviously I haven't uploaded a whole lot recently. Obviously times are really weird, aren't they? I won't go too much in detail because obviously I don't want to talk a whole lot about the personal life because this is about fish, not about me. But obviously with the crazy times here, it's kind of affected a little bit of work and such. So I report on my other job, other than taking care of the fish and such. I write about sports, take sports photography and such, which real fun job. But obviously, since a lot of stuff was canceled due to the virus and such, that was kind of limited and such. And now that they're all getting it going and such, so now that they're getting that all going again, things are picking up again, getting busier. Although definitely going to make sure I try to at least get one video out every week, maybe two, three is probably the maximum, but I would probably lean more towards one or two for now until I kind of get leverage and figuring out, what the schedule is going to be. But just so all you viewers that have shown amazing support over these first few months of my tenure here on YouTube, definitely feel like you all deserve to be in the loop of what's going on in terms of me making content and such. Because again, all your guys' support has been nothing short of awesome. Steamfot is live, so doubt you get too many good things in it. I love the small channels. Yeah, I was watching Steamfot's live stream earlier. Yeah, was I believe Corey on Aquarium Co-op was even live a little bit earlier today. Love going to check out his stuff just because Murphy is awesome. Fahaka Puffer was my first dream fish. Now that I have Finley, who I might show his tank a little later. A little dirty though. I need to do a water change here in the near future. The bigger they get, the messier they get. But Murphy, the Maboo Puffer, he's nothing short of awesome. Really love Murphy, and I still go back and watch some of those videos of Corey's of Murphy that are like 3, 4, maybe 5 years old. I actually got a cousin that's getting married in the Seattle area, so planning on maybe making a trip by. Might have to make a video about that when it ever comes. Whenever COVID stops and we're allowed to do so and travel. Peplin Creek, do you know who Chattanooga Ed is? He is putting together a fish fantasy league. If you're interested, a couple spots left. Absolutely. Hey, I don't know how my screen got changed there, but absolutely. I'm actually already in a couple fantasy leagues, but I've once done up to 5 in 1 year. Absolutely love fantasy football, and actually, yeah, know who Chattanooga Ed is. Watch him on Fishroom Fever streams a lot. Go on his nocturnal feeding shows a lot, and love him in the Fishroom Fever and live streams. I like live streams in general. Live streams are just a good time to just sit back, chill, kind of unwind if you're such and such, and just an overall good time. Jessica Taylor, hey everyone. Hey Jessica, welcome. Happy to have you. But yes, Peplin, pretty familiar with Chattanooga Ed. Some of his videos actually inspired me to get a guppy tank, which I don't believe I've ever showed in a video, so let me show you off that a little bit. Of course, it's on the other side of the fish room, which makes sense, right? Got to make sure we don't hit our head on this. And believe it was somebody on a former live stream that asked me, Actually, I believe that was you, Peplin, that asked me earlier how many times I've hit my head on these beams. Well, not gonna. As a matter of fact, there's not just one. There's two of the blessed things. So helps you get a little bit of a squat going. But anyway, here is the guppy tank. It is a 20-gallon long. Decided to try a rock fixture in here too. Also got some sparkling gouramis in there with them, and got 3 females, 2 males in terms of the guppies. Might sound terrible here, but I believe I have a school of 4 sparkling gouramis in here, and everyone's getting along pretty well. They've been in here at least a couple weeks now. A little bit of hair algae in there, which I'll have to pluck off later. Looks nice though, right next to another 20-gallon long here. One of my 2 beta community tanks. Not gonna lie though, saw another beta at a fish store. Not sure if some of y'all know what a midnight beta looks like. Definitely recommend Googling it if you don't. They're absolutely gorgeous. But a lot like my black crown tail, only no hints of silver. He's just basically all black, and to me, just an absolutely gorgeous fish. Thinking I might have to get a 3rd beta community tank because fell in love with that fish. I guess since I'm talking about beta community tanks, here's the other one. This is a 20-gallon high, nowhere near as heavily planted. Thinking I need to get deeper substrate. I think that's why I'm not having such as high success with the plant life in here, but you can probably see my 1 bait in there. That's a white crown tail. Got glass bloodfin tetras as well as black emperor tetras in there. And you can thank my fiance for me getting a little bit of beta fever. They have grown on me partially thanks to her. They're simple fish, but there's way harder fish to care for, but simple but beautiful. Much like goldfish that I showed you earlier. Saw some things going on in the chat here. There's people talking back and forth, and Acer must have saw the shirt. Yes, not sure how well it'll show here, but yes, did design a shirt to kind of celebrate making going over 300 subs. I'm not sure what YouTube policies, I don't know if that's the right word, is in terms of promoting merch, so don't want to get too deep onto it because I don't want to get in trouble. But yeah, made some shirts and such, and I guess if someone is interested, I can drop an email to you and give you further detail if you're interested. But yeah, don't want to talk too much about it because I'm not sure what YouTube's guidelines are in terms of promoting merch-related stuff, and don't want to get in trouble. But yeah, absolutely love how they turned out. I'd show you the back on it. It's just Fintastic Freaks and the YouTube logo on the back. But promote all you want. All right, well, yeah. I just don't know if there's any rules about that because I know sometimes on YouTube you have to have a certain amount of subscribers to do certain things, and definitely don't want to get in hit any strikes before I would hit that. But yeah, made a Fintastic Freak shirt here. Just a black cotton t-shirt, got Finley on the front here. And YouTube won't do anything? Oh, well, cool. I guess that shows my knowledge of some of this stuff here, but I guess better to ask forgiveness and permission than anyway, right? But yeah, got Finley on the front here, just says Fintastic Freaks, and then maybe on a later stream I'll have to show you guys the back, but on the back it just says, Fintastic Freaks, and then YouTube thing there in the middle. Kind of like a name on a jersey or something. Kind of looks like that. Let's see here. Showing off another tank here. Since goldfish do love not fish, I almost said that, but since they like plants in their diet, this tank right here, which is also due for a water change, something I kind of use as a timer system on my tanks is when the water line gets down a little bit, that's kind of use it as a timer system because usually it gets about to that point after I guess about a week and a half, roughly, give or take. It depends on what the weather is, also. But usually, that's about how often I do my water changes in most tanks. Obviously, it depends on tank capacity and such. Since I have 2 angelfish in here, though, obviously the bio load isn't huge. Got some eggs on one of the Anuvia sleeves in there because it's one of those that are leaning back. It might be hard to see. But yeah, the goldfish are appreciating whenever I throw some of that duckweed in there, which, as you can see in there, it's growing quite abundantly in there. Fortunately, if you ever have that problem, goldfish are a beautiful solution to that. If you got a goldfish tank or pond, just scoop some of it out and throw it right in that goldfish pond or tank, and nice little treat for them. And helps keep some vegetables in their diet. They'll really appreciate you for all that. Which I've done plenty because, again, it's growing like wildfire in that 46 bow over there. So yeah, seeing what's going on in the chat, to see people chatting back and forth, having some fellowship. Good to see. 10 people watching, 11 people like it. Glad everyone's here, showing awesome support again. And don't know if I've ever shown this before. Got a light for the big 185 bow. I'm kind of in the frame. I'll get out of that. Really, really bright, and that's only a 4-foot long light. Might get a 6-foot one for later, although honestly, I don't know if it's really going to need it because, as you can clearly see, that light that we have in there right now lights that thing up pretty good. And given some fish that I'm thinking of putting in there, not really thinking of doing any fancy reef or coral stuff. Getting a little more of an idea of what I want to put in there stocking wise. Obviously, so those of you that don't already know, it's a 185-gallon bow front. Thinking of a porcupine puffer in there, maybe a dogface puffer in there with him. I don't know how many of you guys watch King of DIY or Joey's channel. He also has a Stars and Stripes puffer that I was looking at. I believe they get even bigger than what a porcupine puffer gets. I think they get like over 1.5 feet big, like something like 1 foot 8 inches. Absolutely a massive, massive fish. Not as big as a baboo, of course, but still, they get pretty big. Otherwise, thinking sort of a trigger. I've thought about a Finding Nemo tank in that thing too. So like like what the dentist has in the movie. I think that would be really cool to have. Kind of looking into research to see if that's possible, because obviously I know there's a shrimp in that dentist's tank, and obviously bloat, porcupine puffer fish is what I think he's widely seen as. Puffers really like shrimp, so that may not bode well. Freshwater or saltwater, I'm pretty sure that's a common rule of thumb. Another tank, some of the plants in here aren't doing so well because got some valves earlier that had some lesser root systems, but starting to get some green back on there. This is a 30-gallon hex tank. Hoping I can bring back those valves, get the root systems back up. I got some Flourish Advanced. I got Flourish XL as well, but XL can sometimes melt valves, so I've been trying to avoid that right now, or at least that's what I've heard. Flourish XL, though, is supposedly supposed to help with the root systems, which, unfortunately, on these valves, the root systems were not doing so hot. So hopefully that Flourish Advance will help bring them back up and make them looking stronger than ever in the near future. Well, let's see here. See if I can show up another tank here to you. Pea puffer tank here. A lot of you already seen that guy already, but 20-gallon hex, 5 pea puffers in here, Malaysian driftwood in there. Kind of hard to see at that point. There you go. Got some Java moss in there, growing really well too. That's probably the best tank I've ever had in terms of success of Java moss. Rotala indica, got a giant down there, got a moss ball, and they're all getting along pretty well in there. So I must have got a decent break in terms of getting the male to female ratio right in there, which is a key thing with puffers or really any aggressive fish in general. Gotta adjust my cushion here. That's the one bad thing about my chair is the cushion slips once in a while. Although, hey, gotta show this little fish pillow to go with it. Matches perfectly in here, doesn't it? Fish in the tanks and on my chair. Let's see. Got a couple more chats I saw as we showed off some tanks there. All right, situated again. Read an article recently about everything wrong with the tank in that movie. Yeah, I know. Like I say, Jessica Taylor making that comment, by the way. I know, obviously, say some things in there are clearly not going to work. Like, can't think of the fish's name. What? Oh, Gil, the Moorish idol. Obviously, Moorish idols are sometimes very, very difficult to keep. They're a fish that I've heard would rather starve than eat something that they don't want. So, for obvious reasons, yeah, that's kind of bad news. Um, I've heard that can't remember the exact species of what Deb and Flo are. I think that's some sort of a damselfish. Heard they're somewhat aggressive, so that'd be kind of a caution flag there as well. And as I said earlier, I don't think bloat, thus the porcupine pufferfish, and Jacques, the cleaner shrimp, would get along very well, as the shrimp would probably end up being a meal for the puffer eventually. So I don't think you'd probably be able to make an exact Finding Nemo tank like what the dentist had, because as you pointed out, Jessica Taylor, there's some obvious things there that would be wrong with it. Might have to do a video on that once I get a little more educated in saltwater fish. But yeah, just recently read an article about that too, so thought that was kind of interesting. Don't think I ever see any videos like that on YouTube either. I should probably be quiet though, or else I'm going to give the idea to somebody else and they're going to claim it. Which I guess is fine. Hey, free country, right? Acer13 Green, I hate to be the one who always asks, but how was the ghost knife? He is my favorite. Love the video you did. Yeah, it was good to finally do a video on the black ghost knife. If you guys haven't already seen it, definitely go ahead and give it a look-see on my channel. Gave a little care guide, care from if you've never seen a black ghost knife, which I think probably most of us have, or at least heard of them. They are really, really an awesome fish, black ghost knives are. I'm on a lot of fish groups on social medias like Twitter, Instagram, which I just recently got on. I'll get back to that here in a second. But back on the ghost knife, yeah, a lot of fun making that video. It took me a lot of times to finally get some clips about him. I actually finally got most of my clips when I was cleaning one of his logs because he had a little bit of algae growing on it. And in that tank, I like to keep it relatively clean just because that's kind of one of my favorite tanks, that 75 community with all the rainbows, the koi angel. I got a striped Raphael catfish in there. Obviously, Ghosty, who is a scalish fish. Thus, I got to watch the water parameters in there anyway. But yeah, loved making that video. It was a long time coming. I know you, Acer, I know you had requested that a few times. A couple other people, I believe, did as well. I always talked about them, and I barely ever showed them. So it was nice to finally do a video and show off the ghost knife. That's about 10 inches. Really awesome to show him off. Well, let's see. We're really going crazy here in the chat now. Jessica Rocha says, love koi fish. Love koi fish too. Just get absolutely huge. Would love to do a pond someday. I'm renting to own my place right now, so thus that's not my full jurisdiction to do so right now. Maybe down the road though, once I do have that power, maybe I'll take care of that or do something like that. Also been thinking about a duck pond maybe, although I guess I'm not sure if koi and ducks would get along. I guess I don't think of any immediate reasons why they wouldn't, even though I know koi get huge and they might eat the babies. But see here, Jessica Taylor, what cleaner crew do you have in your puffer tank, my peeper? I can't talk. My pea puffer tank has several types of algae. Can't seem to get it tamed. Um, Honestly, in there right now, I don't really have any bottom dwellers because, well, actually, I once in a while drop a couple of ghost shrimp in there. Used to have a whole bunch of ghost shrimp in there, as I used to have a figure-8 puffer in there, but that's a different story. Definitely want to get a figure-8 puffer though again, as I was just a little unexperienced with that, and that basically sums up the story in general. sometimes you learn the hard way. It's never the way you want to learn because, obvious reasons, you never want to lose a pet because you want to keep them around for a long time. But that's a totally different story. But otherwise, sometimes I just throw a truckload of snails in there, and my pea puffers specifically don't go after snails vigorously. So usually snails can live in there for a little while, and they'll sometimes knock out a little bit of the algae before they all get taken out by the pea puffers. But for the most part, yeah, that's I do. I just keep up with the water parameters. I do frequent water changes, and I also just pluck the algae out myself. It usually doesn't grow too many places other than my Java moss. Got a couple other things. Benny's Aquatics is in the chat. Welcome, Benny. Congrats for 300. I'm nearly there. I'm at 290 is my number. Hey, getting very close there. If definitely got to say though too, Benny's Aquatics is another channel I watch. So if you guys haven't heard of him or not already subscribed, definitely recommend you go check out his channel and see what he's got. He's got some pretty cool looking fish and tanks there as well. Give him a look see as well, most definitely. Benny's Aquatics, kind of going with my case in point here. My rams are going to spawn females. Tube down is down. She's making divots in the gravel for babies. Hey, right there, man. And that's something to watch right there. I definitely will be checking back to see how that goes. Definitely been thinking about trying rams here too. There is one tank I actually own that I've never shown on this channel before. Not sure how soon I'm going to show it, but at some point, I'm going to have to. It's just a tank that I got to reseal it. Might have to get a top brace for it. Not sure about the brace yet, but long story much shorter. It needs a lot of work. Thus, nothing really to talk about other than it's a project tank. People saying hello. Sand Creek Aquatics is here. Welcome. Benny's Aquatics. Hi, Amy. Acer here. Pet Zotics is here. Welcome, Pet Zotics. Welcome. Jessica Taylor and such. How's everyone doing today? Hey, Jessica says fantastical. You know me. I'm fantastic. I know. That's corny. People just leave left and right on that one now. That's our motto. That's what we're sticking with. I don't know why my computer keeps moving like that. Petzotics, congrats on 300. Hey, absolutely. Thank you, Petzotics. Been a lot of fun. A lot more to do yet. And by all means, that's another channel right there, ladies and gentlemen. Petzotics. Awesome channel. Lots of great stuff there. Not already subbed. Give them a subscription as well. Or at the very least, go check out their channel. Lots of awesome stuff there. Let's see. Trying to think of tanks that I haven't showed off here yet. Before we do, though, let's see. Benny's Aquatics. My rams are so colorful at the moment. My females' bellies are so pink. Yeah, then they're pretty close then. Definitely gonna have to check back on your channel soon too, because yeah, definitely want to check that out. Actually been thinking about getting rams, as I said earlier, for a tank. I've also been thinking about discus. I hear some cool stories about discus. I hear some horror stories about discus, but I feel like that's kind of the same thing with angelfish. Really, I guess didn't know there was kind of a rivalry between discus keepers and angelfish keepers. I think they're both honestly awesome fish, gorgeous too. But yeah, rams are definitely on my bucket list. Definitely want to give some rams a try. German blue. I hear those ones can be a little difficult to care for. I guess I haven't done a whole ton of homework on them though. Golden rams, or trying to think of, I think an electric blue. I think that's what a specific kind is that I was looking at. Jessica Taylor, probably need to do more water change in my pea tank. May try adding a couple minnows or rubber lip. Got some nerites too. Mine take out snails like they're yummo. Hey, sometimes they do. Like my Fahaka puffer. I'll warn you right now, the tank's a little dirty. He's due for a water change. Probably going to do that yet tonight. Probably soon after I get off this stream. But there he is. There's Finley. How you doing, buddy? Finley has reached about 6 inches, actually 6.5. His growth spurt is slowed down a little bit. I'd say he's growing about an inch or so about every month and a half, give or take. slowed down a little bit. When I first got him, he was about 3/4 of an inch, maybe even a little bit smaller back in mine serves me correctly. I believe it was late February when I got him. So here we are now, towards late August, and he's doing pretty good. Knock on wood, though, because never want to jinx anything. But yeah, some puffers just go nuts on snails. Finley there that I just showed you there in that 150-gallon tank there. Usually a snail is lucky if it falls halfway down to the substrate before he goes and claims it. Otherwise, the only way snails get down that far is if I just throw a truckload of them in there. Benny's Aquatics, my rams are so colorful tomorrow. Oh wait, I already read that one. We don't want to do no reruns here on this live stream now, do we? Jessica Rocha, dojo loaches keep peeping out over your shoulder. I love how playful they are. Yeah, they and the goldies like to peek out over there on the tank once in a while. Sometimes when I'm just lounging about down here in my fish room, they'll come on over onto the tank here and go ahead and show you here. And yeah, they'll just peek out over here, see what I'm up to, maybe see if I'm watching a video and all that. I swear that sometimes they peek out. Oh, there's one of the dojos right there. Yeah, they are a playful little critter. The comets and the fantails like to come up here once in a while. It looks like they noticed that I'm doing stuff up here, so looks like they might come up here and greet us here shortly, or they might just stay down there where the bottom of the chair can still hide them. Now the calico is coming up here. Goldfish are another one. Simplistic fish. I know, obviously, not super rare. Maybe won't wow everybody, but gorgeous fish if you give them the right accommodations. 125 gallons in there with all the guys in there. As I always say, give your fish a tank where they won't just survive. Give your fish a tank where their fish are going to thrive. And that is definitely something that 125 offers to those goldfish, I think. Benny's Aquatics, I recommend rams. They're super cool, and you see color of the rainbow in them. Absolutely. I mean, that's kind of the reason why I love them. They're very, very colorful fish. Very few fish have the color that they do. Obviously, they're cichlids, so I mean, cichlids by themselves get pretty colorful. But yeah, starting to do a little homework on them because I think that might be an upcoming addition to my fish collection here real soon. Acer 13 Green, have you named the gold nugget? Yes. So clearly, Acer is one of my Instagram followers, which let me talk about that before I get to your question there, Acer. I'll get right back to that here in a minute. Those of you that follow my channel and have liked what you see, I highly encourage you to give me a follow on Instagram. I'll have to look up on my phone what it is. There, I know I also put it in a link to the description of my ghost knife video, so you can also find the my username and such there. Pull it up on my phone here. Yeah. Oh my gosh, he's using his phone in a live stream. How rude. It's like using a phone in class, right? Let's see here. There we go. My username is Fintastic Freaks. Gonna just put that up there. Obviously, it'll be in reverse. All you gotta do is find the all you gotta do is find Finley, and you'll find the Instagram page. Let's see. Jessica Taylor, how many tanks do you have? All freshwater. For right now, yes, they are all freshwater. I am working on a saltwater tank, though. That's what this big 185-gallon tank is going to be. That's going to be a saltwater tank, as I mentioned a little earlier. But how many tanks do I have right now? Got to think about that for a hot second, actually. Finley? If my count is correctly in total that I own, I believe it's 21. In terms of the ones that are inhabited right now by some sort of aquatic life, or if it's plants or snails or something, I believe the number is 16. I believe because, yeah, I got the 50-gallon corner over there that's kind of hiding between my 75-gallon and 185 over there. I know it doesn't look like a 50-gallon right next to that 185 bow front there. But I believe the exact number is 21 tanks is what I own. And once they're all full of water, then in terms of water capacity, my fish collection will be over 1,000 gallons. But in terms of what tanks are full right now, I believe we're just a little over 800 gallons. Benny Aquatics, thanks for the shout out. Hey, absolutely. Keep the great content up on there, man. Absolutely. Jessica Taylor is saying neat. Yeah, lots of tanks here. I mean, it takes a lot of time. Well worth it, though. Trying to think of another tank that I haven't shown. Oh, you know what? Haven't shown you the Tiger Barb tank yet. We'll go over here. Need to scrub off that because I got a little bit of algae in there. But got some tiger barbs in here. Got some typical tigers as well as a school of green tigers. School of 5 each. So there's 5 typicals, 5 green tiger barbs there. Some of them like to hide around that pirate ship. Jungle Val is some of the plants I got in here. Otherwise, just our giant vals in the back. Rotala indica. Those of you that have seen my videos will probably know I really like the plant Rotala indica. The more of a pinkish red with green, I think, is a beautiful combination. That's a really tall growing plant. It's been really easy for me to grow. Had a lot of success with it. I believe I haven't shown the 75-gallon community tank yet. Amazon sword, got a crypt over there. Otherwise, multiple rainbows in here, including Bosemani rainbows. Got 2 male Millennium rainbows in here. Got 2 female Millenniums in here as well. You can see the 3 clown loaches. Got 3 Rosaline sharks. They love to dart all over the tank and chase each other, but I never see their fins being nipped or anything. I think they just run around the tank and play tag or something. In this log here, I can't get too close, but that's where Ghosty, my black ghost knife, and my striped Raphael catfish, Ralphie, like to hide. My striped Raphael is probably about 5 inches or so. Something like that. Thought 2 rams. Have to get the Benny's Aquatics there in a minute. Got a little change here with the 29-gallon. So you'll notice there's a divider in there. Right there is my African River Jewel cichlid, which I believe is a female after scoping her out a little bit earlier. And can definitely tell she doesn't like having this guy as a tank mate, even with the divider in there, which I have made double sure is not going to move. That's why the rock and that wood is there. But this over here is a flower horn parrot, which we do have a name for. I'll say what that name is in my next video. But flower horn parrot's tank here. The tank here, unfortunately, something went very wrong with the water parameters. Not sure what. As you can see, we got some algae in here. But other than that, I don't know what went wrong. I just did about a third of a water change, 33% in this 40-gallon breeder, and something went very, very wrong. Not sure what exactly went wrong, but fortunately, that's why I had the tank divider, so I was able to get the flower horn parrot out of there, and until I can figure out what went wrong and how to correct it. They share the tank right now, and while Juliet, my jewel cichlid, may not be too keen on it, both it'll help each other get by for now. Now let's see, we've been streaming for a little over a half hour, so we'll wrap this up here before too terribly long. See, 8 people here still watching, 13 likes. Appreciate everybody's support here. Benny, I know, put some comments here, so let's see what you got to say, buddy. I set my camera up on 2 rams, left it on for an hour, and saw the 2 rams doing the dance thing, and then chased her away. The male, that is, yes. Yeah, I've noticed Finley sometimes makes art in his 150 here. As you can see, I need to touch up the substrate in my next water change quite a bit. I usually do that once every 2 water changes in there, but yeah, he's definitely due. Probably gonna get on that as soon as I probably get off this. Let's see, 10 after 9, so we'll go on here for say 5 more minutes. And let's see. Jessica Rocha asks, "Do you have any non-finned animals?" Um, I guess snails don't have fins, but in terms of like, I don't know if you're like referring to reptiles or anything. Nothing against anybody that has reptiles or anything, but they ain't my thing. Just especially snakes. I've just never been a fan of snakes. They're one of those animals that kind of give me the heebie-jeebies, so to say. But other than that, I guess other than fins, snails are probably the best answer I got to that. Otherwise, no reptiles down here. Although I guess I wouldn't say no to a turtle forever. I guess maybe down the road I could possibly warm up to a turtle. As we wrap this up, I'll go ahead and show another tank. This right here. See if I can get a good angle on it from here. You know what? We're just gonna get up. We'll make sure we get you guys the best angle possible here, even though I'm using my laptop since I can't use my phone. This here's a 55-gallon African cichlid tank. In here, got blue acaras, got a electric yellow, got 2 albino, like maybe albino acaras. I can't remember exactly what they're called, but they're an albino something. Got a couple of peacock cichlids, got a giraffe cichlid over here. He likes to hang over here by the volcano. He likes to hang out by Mount Wanahagalugi, as they say on Finding Nemo. Other than that, I'm trying to think of any other tanks. Oh, I do have another angelfish tank. I showed you the 46-gallon bow earlier. Haven't showed you my 40 breeder. Whole bunch of young angels in here. These are got 6 blue diamond platinums in here. Got a Pinoy angel in here, as well as 2 blue Philippine angels in here. And young Amazon swords. Got some jungle val in here. Couple of Nubius, hornwort. And definitely going to think I'm going to have to upgrade these guys soon, as I don't want to stunt their growth by keeping this whole group in this 40-gallon. Might go ahead and get them like a 90, or no, maybe we just go ahead and get like a huge 125 again or something. The only reason how come I probably wouldn't do a 125 is because obviously once angelfish get bigger and they mature, they'll pair off and very likely won't be able to keep that group together, sadly. All right, but I believe another person's about to go live here soon. Nothing else in the comments. So yeah, I just wanted to say, had this live stream as a thank you to all of you for 300 subscribers. Looking to keep this thing going. It's been a lot of fun. To all of you, currently got a few people here still on the stream. 13 likes. Thank you everybody for the support. All of you that tuned in, even for just a minute. It means a whole lot to get the support like such. Otherwise, look for a video of mine to be uploaded here throughout the week. Plan to do a update of some new things that I got going on here in the fish room. Showed you a couple of them, what they were here, but not even half of them. There's still a whole bunch that's gone on here that I'll just talk about here in the video that I'll post here later this week. Until then, folks, thank you for checking on the live stream, and I'll check y'all later. Stay fantastic.